sure Matt Corral there first because I was so confident that he was gonna win. That's why I made it so quick. Is because I already had it. I had it pre-made. I had all the stuff down besides the score, and the picture was a Matt Corral picture because I thought the Vikings were gonna win because Matt Corral was cooking, and I was like, oh, they bagged this, and the defense was like, I don't really feel like it.
Sounds about right. Alright, let me send out this link and then we can get this started.
Also, I didn't realize I was muted for like the whole quarter, bro. I was going crazy.
Steelers versus Raiders.
I think if the Seahawks lose, the Rams clinch.
Really?
Yeah.
What a way to come back into Game 2 of the New Year's Eve special with both me and SNL's teams winning.
Barely. We shouldn't have been that close of a game as the Giants with Tyrod Taylor.
We should have got killed. It was the Eagles. But we're both very happy.
Oh, also, you know what makes it even better?
What?
I forgot to tell you this. Since the Cardinals won, the 49ers clinched the 1 seed. You know what that means?
No.
Since they have nothing to play for next week, they could bench their starters against the Rams.
Oh.
Yeah.
They probably won't, but
they have nothing to play for. Why risk getting you guys hurt?
True. But here we go. As I said, we are still in week 3 for this matchup. It is actually a primetime game in Madden. So, it actually will have primetime stuff, like, so that's cool. Obviously the 2-0 Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the 1-1 Las Vegas Raiders.
Obviously, the Cardinals and Pistons won on back-to-back days. Something's not right.
Obviously now without Najee Harris, the running back room is literally just Jalen Warren and Anthony McFarland.
Oh, also the Bears clinched the #1 pick.
Yeah, I saw that too. So Anthony McFarland and Jalen Warren, the only running backs on this team. Yes, you heard that right. And we also know the Steelers' defense, obviously now with Jair Alexander, Levi Wallace, and Cameron Bynum now should be getting playtime. Cameron Bynum obviously traded here from the Vikings. And this Raiders team, Jimmy Garoppolo not starting, Josh Dobbs is. So Josh Dobbs getting the start. Josh Jacobs obviously been having some great weeks, and then we know the rest of their team, they haven't made much moves outside of trading for Dobbs. So this should be interesting. Obviously Sunday night prime time in Madden. I don't think it's really Sunday night prime time anywhere else. I was gonna have the Steelers rock their alternates, but I think we're just gonna have them rock their normal stuff. So let's head into this game now, shall
we? My mic was muted without me realizing again. That was almost bad. I could just went the first half without talking.
Oh my god. Sunday night prime time. Josh Jacobs last week had 16 carries, 142 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. One of the better players on this Raiders team. And also the Steelers 2-0. So, I mean, the Steelers have been winning by like 2 scores consecutively last 2 weeks, I think. So, I mean, going against a team where the passing game has not really been huge for the Raiders because of Josh Dobbs, I think they honestly should be fine. I have the Steelers winning this one 24-10. I just don't believe in the Pastronaut, as people call him. I just don't believe in Josh Dobbs.
I think he's gonna have a Matt Corral kind of game. Look really good, be hot, Defense is gonna sell a little bit, but then he's gonna throw a pick to lose.
And then
Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers 31-28.
And obviously, since we're still in week 3, it will probably be showing you the stats for the LA and Minnesota game. If you did miss that, we'll not show games or anything else because obviously we haven't simmed yet and half of
It's the first game that showed up. Wowzers.
And now Kenny Pickett heading out onto the field. Pickett has had a good first 2 weeks. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception, 467 yards, 43 for 54 on the year. And they will start this drive at the 18 after the return. And as I said in the intro, obviously now no more Najee Harris, so the running back room is really just Jalen Warren and Anthony McFarland, as now Kenny Pickett will run the football to start this game off, and Pat Freiermuth
goes down.
Already down 6 yards on the run by...
He's on my real-life fantasy team. Hopefully he's good.
And Pat Freiermuth is heading to the locker room. Whoever loses this game, they will not be as bad as the Eagles. Well, we'll see about that. And Kenny Pickett now on the throw will find...
Jalen Warren? Yeah.
No, that's number 80.
No, I read it backwards. I read 28.
That is KJ Hamler. KJ Hamler was also signed here in about week 2 or week 1, one of the two, when they traded Deontay Johnson. Now the handoff to Jalen Warren for 2. Make this 2nd and 8. I think we have an Eagles fan in the chat. I'm sorry about that loss, man. But I'm happy. 2nd and 8 here. They're going to give it back to Jalen Warren.
Why are you happy, bro? You just lost your chances of getting the first overall pick.
Listen,
I would rather lost, me personally.
Whatever. Anyway, 3rd and 7. Pickett will look to throw and will find the open man, Romeo Dobbs.
No, I'm kidding.
Romeo Dobbs on the catch for 9.
Whatever happened to Eric Ebron, anyways?
He's probably, like, playing in China or Japan. I don't know.
I don't think they have that for football. I don't think they know what a football is besides the soccer kind in those places.
And now an O-lineman down for Pittsburgh after the 5-yard gain. And he is heading to the locker room.
Look at that hair flop around. Going crazy. 2nd and 5 now for the Steelers. It's a run play. No, it's a read option. Pickett. What are you doing? Oh my goodness, yes, Pickett. What a block! Oh my goodness! That's why you don't put it. That's why you don't put a corner on a left tackle. Holy, 74. I don't know who that is, but he just killed that corner. Oh my goodness, he has a family.
Oh, okay, Cardinals, good job. Anyway, Jalen Warren on the run, and now George Pickens is down.
What is happening? Are the Raiders playing Bountygate?
And now George Pickens heads to the locker room.
The Raiders are playing Bountygate on these guys. They're playing like the Saints.
And now Pickett with the throw to Jalen Warren will break a tackle.
Jalen Warren gets injured. Imagine.
Dude, half their team. Is Calvin Austin playing? I haven't seen him on the field.
He's gonna have to if these injuries keep up. Person's head now after the Jalen Warren first down. It's a pass play. Pickett rolling out. He has 3 guys on him and he gets sacked.
Loss of
and
13.
now goes Kenny Pickett.
He is not hurt.
At least he didn't get hurt.
But Max Crosby took out his teammate with him. A loss of 13 on the play.
See, this is the part where Pickett makes a bad throw. I just have a weird feeling he's going to make a bad throw here.
And now Pickett will look to throw. Will give it to... I have no idea who that is.
He never had the chance to make that throw because he just dumped it off.
Miles Boykin. Oh my... The Steelers wide receiver room is so bare bones. They have Miles Boykin catching balls.
Kenny Pickett going deep!
And it's almost...
That's the bad throw. There's the bad throw. What did I say? I said...
Marcus Peters.
I know it's a play late, but... Hey, Marcus Peters, he went to UW too. I think there's been a UW guy in literally like every game we watched. Because Byron Murphy in the last one. Who's the one before that?
That would have been the Falcons-Packers game.
Falcons-Packers. Who's a UW on one of those teams? I know we have one on the Falcons. I forgot who, but we have one. Caleb McGarry, that's who. Caleb McGarry.
And then the other one before that was Titans and Saints.
Saints. Ooh, I don't know if we have one on either. Oh, yes, we do. Elijah Molden.
And the return, we'll get to the 20-yard line there, is now Joshua Dobbs. Everyone's favorite quarterback will head out onto the field. Dobbs on the year, 3 interceptions, 3 touchdowns, 261 yards, 24 for 42. He's going to have the ultimate Jameis Winston run. So he's going to go 30 for 30.
They're just going to run the ball to Jacobs. They're not going to give him the rock. Oh my goodness, yes they
they're
are.
gonna pass it.
He's
Devontae
swinging it.
Adams.
There's Tay.
Joey Porter Jr. on the coverage.
Is DJ Watt limping? Oh my.
And now the handoff to Josh Jacobs, and we get 6 yards there. Actually, last week we already said his stats before, but in case you missed it, there it is again. 16 carries, 142 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs, if he keeps playing like that, that's MVP numbers, basically. And now Dobbs will look to throw, and will find the open man, Dawson Knox. Don't ask me how Dawson Knox got over here. The CPU just does random things like that, and I'm too lazy to fix them. And now Dobbs will look to throw. Will chuck it downfield. Devontae.
Oh my goodness. He heaved that. That's my kind of football.
Cameron Bynum on the coverage. Now 2nd and 10.
They're running a stack with Tay on the top of the screen.
And
goes the other way. Caught.
Dump it off there to Jacoby Myers for 6 yards, not points.
Now they have trips on the right side.
3rd and 4. We'll look to throw, and
that
we'll
way.
find Devontae Adams as Cole Holcomb on the tackle.
It's like the Tony Gonzalez thing. You know, Tony Gonzalez, he's like, Tony Gonzalez? He sounded like so confused.
And Jacoby Myers for the catch for 7 yards there. As he's a little slow to get up, but no injury.
It's alright, that's the new Madden. They always do that.
Yeah, I know.
He's fine.
That's why I said no injury. And Dobbs will throw again, and incomplete. Whoa. That's the Josh Dobbs I remember.
This is going to be a Kamla inside run to Josh Jacobs. Or else they're stupid. Why would they pass it here? Oh my goodness, they're stupid.
And Dawson Knox.
Never mind. I'll never question your play calling again. That was a genius.
Dawson Knox up to the 2-yard line. And I would give it to Josh Jacobs here on the goal line. That's exactly what they would do.
Outside run.
And we'll lose a yard on play. Alex Highsmith and TJ Watt, the first to get there. And that will be the end of the first quarter. The Steelers have a 3-point lead, but a lot of injuries to go with it. So, should be interesting. After this after this Raiders drive, we will actually be looking at the injury report to see if those guys are ever going to come back into the game. As Dobbs will throw, and incomplete. Cameron Bynum again.
They're stacking it up. This most likely going to be a run play, which is kind of stupid.
To the fullback, and nowhere to go.
Go for it.
And it looks like they're just going to be taking the field goal.
Which they're going to get because they have a good kicker. It's going to be tied 3-3. Bang.
And it is good. Daniel Carlson on the field goal is good. 3-3 is our score.
I don't think I've ever seen a CPU kicker shank it while watching a CPU versus CPU game. They always miss it short.
Let's look at the medical center now. Calvin Austin out for the game with a broken finger. George Pickens out for the game with a dislocated shoulder. Pat Fryermuth out for the game with a dislocated shoulder. And Isaac Suamalu.
He's out for the game at least. Ab tears like something serious. He's out for at least this game. So all 4 of those guys are not coming back this game.
So in case someone wants to report that, Calvin Austin, George Pickens, Pat Fryermuth, and guard Isaac Suamalu will not be returning this game after the injuries. And the Raiders have no one hurt. So the Steelers offense, as I
how do you spell Isaac Suamalu?
I think it's Seumalo. Now you take a look at this, Steelers wide receiver room now with those injuries. Romeo Doubs, KJ Hamler, Miles Boykin, and probably Darnell Washington is going to have to play some tight end and wide receiver mix with Cam Hayward. The Steelers are definitely going to need to be looking at some depth here, depending on how long those guys are out for. As we head back to the game here, as the return will be Neal.
Kenny Pickett has basically no weapons.
Correct.
This has to be a Najee Harris, or not Najee Harris. It has to be a Jalen Warren legacy game.
Yep.
And there he is.
Exactly what they'll do there. Jalen Warren for 2 yards.
2 yards.
There.
I'm surprised he even got 2. Look at he got stuffed. They're running double stacks on top and bottom.
And will look to throw and finds Miles Boykin, but
not going anywhere.
This is kind of where, the Steelers are going to probably fall apart here. Already traded Deontay Johnson. George Pickens out for the game. Pat Fryermuth gone. Calvin Austin gone. And intercepted Trayvon, what's his last name? Morig? And the Raiders in prime field position.
And Kenny Pickett just has no guys to throw to. Tay with a nice snag there. And it's 2nd and 2 now for the Raiders after Tay had a nice catch. There we go, drops back. And Dobbs over the middle, caught.
Hunter Renfro. He's alive.
He's one of the few, he's a rare breed when it comes to wide receivers, if you get what I mean.
White. Anyway, Josh Jacobs on the run. Cam Hayward on the tackle.
Just eats him up.
Josh Dobbs is probably foaming at the mouth that he can beat an undefeated team right now. Mainly because of injuries.
Not any undefeated team. The team that had him twice and got rid of him both times.
Yeah, that's also very fair. 3rd and 9 here for the Raiders.
I'm saying he goes to the right side over the middle.
And has time and will just...
throws it away. And it'll be a 6-3 Vegas lead to start off the game.
Fake it. You won't.
It is up and it is good.
And it is good. 6-3 is the score now. The Steelers offense is going to have to find something to do, especially after the interception by Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, that was that was ugly.
I mean, he doesn't even... Okay, like, he has KJ Hamler and Romeo Doubs. I would not trust Miles Boykin with my life out there.
This is the part where I think the Steelers in the draft should probably look for offensive weapons.
Yeah.
They got a solid defense.
Or probably should have just traded Deontay Johnson away.
There's a real option.
And
Pickett gets hit hard by Max Crosby. I'm telling you, they have Bounty Gate. He just tried to hurt Kenny Pickett. This is literally Bounty Gate 2.0.
Josh Dobbs actually told everyone in the locker room, just injure everyone you can.
I was in the locker room with some of these guys. Oh my goodness, Jalen Warren broke about 4 tackles on the first down. He needs to do that all day if they want to win this.
He understands that they probably don't want Anthony McFarland having to step out onto the field. for running back, so they are
I lucky want Warren to get hurt now because I'd love to see that. Respectfully, I
as
know
Jalen
it's Madden.
Warren for 2 yards
Take it out!
there.
No, I'm kidding.
You know, you can just lose stamina where they just have to throw in someone else. You don't gotta.
I want Anthony McFarland to get all the carries. That's my goat.
As play action,
Play action. Rolls
Now
out. There's a
Ryan
sack. Oh! Whoa. Kenny Pickett almost just turned it over. That was almost right to the
This
Raiders.
is the Kenny Pickett I know.
This is the Kenny Pickett without weapons. You need to get more weapons, Pittsburgh.
And now 3rd and 8.
Drops
Kenny
back.
Pickett will throw.
Going right side. Oh my God.
James Daniels. There goes more O linemen.
And there he goes.
And now the punt by
So
Presley
basically what we
Harvin.
learned from this game is the Steelers have a bunch of soft, injury-prone players.
My goodness, if you're the Steelers, you need to be looking at weapons, at a backup running back that you can trust, because you clearly don't trust Anthony
There's
McFarland.
Jacobs. Stiff arm to the guy. 5-yard rush.
You gotta find people for your O-line. Jesus. One player on the Steelers gets hurt and they crumble.
And I love how one-sided it's been too. The whole time there hasn't been a single Raiders guy.
And Alex.
Oh my goodness!
Alex Hyde, and he's walking.
Oh my goodness, he's leaving too!
Oh my goodness. What are they gonna do?
The Steelers are depleted.
And Josh Jacobs is
stiff arms the guy.
And there goes.
Oh, come! What? He's holding his leg. What?
Okay, he's on the bench.
Okay, he's
on the
good.
bench. He should be
He's
coming
good.
back. But still.
How many people is that? 7 in the first half? 7 Steelers have been hurt.
And a loss of 3 on the play. Or not even. I don't know what I thought it was 7 for some reason. 2nd and 10 now. Dobbs will look to throw. And Devontae Adams.
That's what happens when your defense is young.
And Pittsburgh will challenge it. I'm being told if this is wrong, now the coach will be injured. I mean, 7 injuries to the Steelers team. 1 before the game in Calvin Austin. You had Pat Freiermuth and George Pickens and the O-lineman go out on like your first 2 drives. And then you come back out on offense and you throw an interception. And now you head on to defense, and now you've lost Alex Highsmith. Cole Holcomb got hurt for a second.
Who's the Raiders coach? Because I think we need to investigate him for Bennegate.
I think it's Rick.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Josh Dobbs' revenge game is literally just turning into every Steelers player is on the verge of getting injured. And the throw intercepted!
They have no defense, but that doesn't matter. Keanu Neal. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Last time I heard of him, he was a Falcon. Or relevant, at least. I've heard him since then, but... The guy's like 32!
Jumped up for that. An interception now by both teams. The Steelers will get the football back, but the question is, do they have anyone on offense who can make a play?
Vegas odds are coming in now, and the odds, the bet line for this game is which Steeler goes down next. And number 1 is Kenny Pickett. Number 2 is Jalen Warren. Number 3 is TJ Watt.
I'm going to throw in a
Number
super
4 is Cam
here.
Hayward.
I'm going to go with Darnell Washington or Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah, no, Vegas thinks Kenny Pickett's going to die without protection.
And now the catch, now 3rd and 4.
I saw the red for no huddle and I got scared for a second.
Obviously, 2 Steelers O-linemen down already, and now the catch.
Why is Max Crosby guarding him?
They are just running no huddle here. Probably not the best thing to do when you're already depleted at like multiple positions. And Romeo Dobbs.
A lot of these guys are probably new to the playbook too. Like actually, I know it's like Madden, so they all know it already. But like whatever. Anyways, here's Kenny Pickett
and
over the middle.
Caught.
Darnell Washington.
Connor Hayward? No, that's Darnell Washington. What? Yeah,
Darnell Washington is one of the fastest tight ends in the league.
They are not calling
They're running out of time.
They are just letting this stamina on their players run out. And
Pickett over the middle, drops.
KJ Hamler loses the
one
ball.
Of the few that stayed healthy. This is a new kind of domination. They aren't just beating him on the field; they're beating him literally. And Pickett dumps it off. Warren gets hit hard.
He has yet to get hurt. Knock on wood.
3rd and 6 now. Pickett
just doesn't
looking
know
around.
What to do, and Jalen
dumps
Warren
it off,
again,
and there's Warren.
4th and inches, and they will not call
time's ticking. They need to call timeout. You gonna call it? Pittsburgh. Hello, Pittsburgh.
There they go. They call it. They ice their own kicker. Will Boswell make it?
No, you don't. You can't. You can't ice it in the first.
Let me imagine it.
Okay.
And the kick is up, and it is good.
Chris Boswell drills it. Tie game going in the half.
And both quarterbacks have thrown interceptions. One has all the weapons that are normally on this team. One has, like, none. As the Raiders will start with the football.
If this doesn't prove that the Raiders are fraudulent, I don't know what does.
I don't know, man. And Amir Abdullah on the return will get to the 22 as now Josh Dobbs will head back out onto the field.
Looking to make up for his last drive where he threw a pick. And it's an outside run to Jacobs. He has space. First down.
Be a first down there. Now 1st and 10. The Steelers are indeed crumbling, says the Packers coach from earlier. But I don't know if the Packers can really talk about crumbling. I mean,
there's an outside run. Jacobs, another first.
Good run. I don't know what it is, but every franchise we've done in Madden 24, Josh Jacobs always cooks no matter the playbook.
And there's his X factor. Look out.
And they're going to get
another
right
outside
back
run, and he gets met at the line.
We'll still get a yard, though.
We're getting reports that the Steelers coach and Raiders coach are going to reportedly box after this game because they're so mad at each other for injuring so many people.
The octagon. As Devontae Adams.
Throw over the middle to Tay, who's had a solid game so far. He has like
81 yards.
Dobbs has 10 completions. He has half of them, literally.
Honestly, that makes sense.
There's a pass play again.
And intercepted! Jair Alexander!
He could go! No!
And he gets stopped. Jair Alexander.
The former Packer making a play. Just traded.
Dobbs, his 2nd pick on the day. Look for Jacoby Myers. Like Myers tried to possession catch it, but
the Raiders coach is noting that in the sideline right now to run a bubble screen to block him hard and injure him now.
Oh God.
Jair Alexander, count your days, says the Raiders coach. And over the middle, miss throw. Kenny Pickett's not doing too solid either.
Not doing great. Only 81 yards in the 3rd quarter now.
Who am I going to use for the graphic on the Steelers picture if they win? Can't be Jalen Warren, maybe? I don't know. Their kicker?
Oh, my Lord. That's how you get someone injured. Now 3rd and 10 for Pittsburgh after the INT by Jair Alexander. Pickett will look to throw and broke it up.
Almost picked.
That would have been Trayvon Moore again.
And here we go. It's another field goal. Can he make it?
Fake it with Tyrod. You won't. Fake it with Tyrod. Oh.
It's up, and it looks good.
It is.
It's good.
This is just a game of
field goals.
3-point. Yeah. I think a better question is, can someone score a touchdown?
This is what happens when you put a terrible team against a depleted team.
I think the better question now is, what would happen first? One of these teams score a touchdown, or Ben Simmons hitting a 3-pointer?
The real question is, I don't know.
I think the real question is, why haven't they tried to give Josh Jacobs the rock a little bit more? I know he's already had 10 carries, but clearly it works half the time. And the throw to Dawson Knox.
Dawson Knox had a solid game here, too.
The Falcons head coach just showed up and said both of these teams are still better than the Eagles right now. Even Eagles fans are roasting their own team. I like when people are able to do that. And
Dawson Knox gets killed.
And Cole Holmgren.
Is that Highsmith?
No, that's Cole.
So he's back, okay.
Yeah, he was on the bench. He is back. Highsmith walked out to the locker room. And Devontae Adams on the catch will break a tackle, and will not go much there. Number 54 tried to stay down and kind of bend Devontae Adams' knee and hurt him, in honor of like the 7 Steelers that went down.
7 of them went down, 6 of them were out for the game.
Yeah. I can understand being in shambles over that loss, but don't be. It's just Jonathan Gannon masterclass, you know?
Rams went 2-0 against you guys. We're winning the Super Bowl, baby. Bring us.
And now, the handoff to Josh Jacobs on the run. Try to juke a man, and will...
Forward progression keeps him though. Same formation, pretty much. I'm looking to play action here. They have a lot of guys brought in.
And
but no, they're just going to run it.
Run to Josh Jacobs.
Yes, space!
Inside the 15 now.
It's looking like we're going to have our first touchdown.
I've gotten word that, from sources, that Josh Jacobs has yet to sign a new contract with Vegas, but the Vegas front office has indeed started to talk over with themselves of what they think is fair for Josh Jacobs. That should definitely be an interesting story.
What's going to happen first? Raiders touchdown or guy gets hurt?
I don't know, but Devontae Adams with the catch, and now he's down!
Oh my goodness!
The injury bug is now went over.
The answer was guy gets hurt. He's good though.
Okay, he should be back later in the game. Tyree Wilson talking to him. As now Josh Dobbs...
This is gonna be an inside run to Joshua Jacobs. No, it's not. Never mind.
And Dobbs
rolls out. Yes, he's running. Touchdown, Dobbs. And the Raiders take the lead. They're first of the game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the first touchdown of the game in the third quarter. Josh Dobbs will get the touchdown. Obviously, Dobbs lost his safety blanket in Devontae Adams, and it wasn't a run play to Josh Jacobs, so he took matters into his own hands. And that's what they needed there, a touchdown.
I'm getting news from sources that Devontae Adams is going to come back in the next Raiders drive.
Probably. And now, a touchdown is something I didn't think I would see this game, but it happened. As now the Pittsburgh Steelers need to get a touchdown to kind of stay. I mean, a field goal isn't bad, but
my final score prediction was 31-28.
Mine was 24-10. Yeah, I kind of didn't expect the injuries to happen. Dude, I feel bad for anyone if like this was like real life, if anyone had any Steelers offensive player on fantasy.
Yeah.
Like, they're probably just watching this game like, oh god.
And then they have Jalen Warren. They're like, okay, all of them are out. It's time for Jalen Warren. They just don't give him the ball.
Yeah, they just keep throwing the football. And
Pickett dumps it off to Darnell.
Now will be 3rd and 5. Feel bad for whoever has Kenny Pickett.
I feel like if the Steelers get stopped here, the Raiders will pull away.
Really? I could see it.
I think so.
As Pickett now will throw and caught.
Oh, never mind. Marcus Epps.
KJ Hamler. That is his second.
Is that KJ Hamler or Kadarius Toney? I can't tell.
And now the punt by Presley Harvin.
He's also a rare breed when it comes to football.
Yes. As Josh Dobbs heads back out onto the field. had a rushing touchdown. No Devontae Adams sighting yet. Appears to still be on the bench. And now Dobbs on the throw. Finds an open man. Dawson Knox. The former Bill. Don't ask me how he got here, but he did.
Where you go, I go.
And
there's Tay, he's back.
Yep, Devontae Adams is back in the game.
It's a pass play.
And
there's
for
Kobe Myers. That's a late hit. That was kind of a late hit.
I don't think the referees are going to care enough because they're like, you know what? They've had like 7
They're getting that Vegas paycheck. They had Vegas money line.
Josh Jacobs on the run. We'll make it 3rd and 2 now. 9 yards away.
He has hit the 90s.
100-yard performance.
Do they get a snap up before the quarter ends? I'd say so.
No, it looks like they're just going to bring it to the 4th quarter.
Alright, we have a 4-point game.
I mean, if you look at the stats like that, it does look like the Raiders should be winning this football game. But in reality, they probably shouldn't. This is kind of like a Mickey Mouse win because of all the injuries. But also at the same time, you have to be able to keep a good... How do I put this? You have to be able to keep a good depth. And clearly the Steelers have not worked on having good depth. They didn't even sign like a decent backup running back to put trust into. Obviously, they have no wide receiver depth. I don't think they were expecting 2 injuries to the wide receiver core. But at the same time, you should still be kind of keeping that in mind and having a 6 wide receiver. But again, they didn't, and now look what happened. They traded away their superstar wide receiver, and now they're stuck with KJ Hamler, who has had 2 drops, and a bunch of other mistakes. As right there, Romeo Dobbs, one of the only decent receivers on the Steelers team right now.
Yeah.
As they're going to give it to Jalen Warren and Robert Spillane, the first one to make contact there. A loss of 2 on the play. And now Pickett rolls out and nowhere near his target. And now 3rd and 12. This is a big down for Pittsburgh. As Pickett will look to throw. It's going to be a screen out to Jalen Warren. And Nate Hobbs on the tackle. And there goes Jalen Warren. And he is limping to the locker room. So the next Steelers drive, Anthony McFarland, the only running back now on this team.
How many is that? 8 now? 8 Steelers?
Yep. And now get tackled. And
New Vegas just came in over under 10 Steelers going down.
I'm gonna go with the under.
I'm gonna say it pushes.
So, what do they do if Anthony McFarland goes? What in the world? T.J. Watt on the tackle, loss of 3 on the play. Do they have the fullback play running back? Like, what do they do if McFarland goes down? Well, hopefully we don't get there. But T.J. Watt on the sack now. Josh Dobbs is single-handedly keeping the Steelers in this football game. Mainly by sucking. Which, is not surprising. As we'll chuck it downfield and overthrown. And A.J. Cole will come out for the punt team. And we'll punt this one off. SNL, I don't know if you're muted or if you're not talking, but, if you're either team right now, what do you even do?
Pack it up and call it quits, because we are terrible.
And there is Anthony McFarland in the backfield now for Pittsburgh, and they will give it to him.
And there he is.
And we'll get a yard on his first carry.
Anthony McFarland. This whole Steelers offense is different from the first snap of the game.
Yep. Besides Romeo Dobbs.
Drops back, pulls out,
and just gets
hit while
whacked as
throwing.
he
Almost
intercepted.
picked.
Now 3rd and 9, another.
Vegas has more total yards by 100, over 100.
And now Pickett looking to throw.
Rolls out. He's doing it himself.
And
goes for first down. Break the tackle and goes down.
Oh,
he did not want to risk getting hurt.
He knows to go down in those situations. The first down by Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett keeping the Steelers in this game, kind of.
The only thing that's keeping the Steelers in this game is their defense.
And what in the world?
I don't know what just happened.
That is just a classic Steeler crumble. And now 2nd and 10 here. And they're going to give it to Anthony McFarland, and it will be a loss of 2 on
Anthony
the play.
McFarland's hurt! No! What would they even do?
Probably put in the fullback at running back. Obviously, if anyone doesn't know who Anthony McFarland is, he is the son of Booger McFarland. And that's about it. And now 3rd
back, rolls out, going to the Make-A-Wish kid.
And 4th and 12. At this point, just go for it.
No, punt it. The defense has been strong all game. They're running safe man. I think it's safe man. Yeah, they ran safe man. They didn't want him to run a fake.
And
Oh!
Touchback.
He just needed a little less juice on it and it would have been good.
See, now if you're the Raiders, just run the football. Don't trust Josh Dobbs to... Oh, okay. And the throw will be caught. Hunter runs
the middle.
Jair Alexander on the coverage.
Now, a field goal does not end this game, though. That is one thing.
Yeah. But
a
again,
touchdown pretty much ends it, though.
Yeah, touchdown ends it, but field goal does not. But at the same time, I don't think the Raiders are really primed to getting a...
I think Jacobs is going to be short of 100.
We'll see.
I feel like they're in a situation where they have to, like, kind of pass it a little bit, too.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is probably a run play. Yeah.
And it will be, and Jacobs will get 100 yards.
There's 100.
There is 100 for Josh Jacobs. Now 3 consecutive games where he's hit over 100. I know it's only been week 3, but still, that's amazing stat to have.
Looking for a pass here.
So they're letting the clock run here. They're going to give it back to Jacobs.
They're running it.
And
Jacobs has space!
Will be another.
They're going to take it into the 2-minute warning.
As that will be 2
minute
warning.
Do we see a Kenny Pickett legacy drive?
No. We are not.
No?
Half their team's hurt. I don't think that can happen, unfortunately.
Here's a run play. You have to be ready for it if you're the Steelers at this point. I mean...
Yeah, as a timeout called. And again, another run. And
they're ready for it. TJ Watt!
Another timeout called.
This is the game, pretty much. Putting the guy in motion.
And right back to Josh Jacobs.
And there,
a
they
good
get him.
Stop by the Steelers.
And they will take a 7-point lead with 1 minute and 50 seconds. Can Kenny Pickett lead the game to overtime?
1:46 to go. Down by 7.
This kickoff is pretty important.
And he will take it out. And we'll get to the 25.
Should have just kept it in. He just wasted a couple seconds. He'd got the same thing if he just stayed it. Oh. He's injured. He probably just got cleared. He'll be fine. And here we go. They're stacking the box. That's not a good look.
As play action. Pickett.
Over the middle.
An open man. KJ Hamler.
That's a huge first play. That's exactly what you're looking for. And they're stacking the box again. Why are they doing this?
KJ
They're
Hamler
playing it
actually
way
had
too
two
tight.
drops earlier in the game.
Same spot!
Incomplete.
Overthrown. That's almost a good thing, though. That stops the clock. It was only
KJ
first
Hamler
down.
obviously had two drops in very crucial spots earlier in the game right there, showing up with the catch.
Here we go. They're playing pretty deep this time. They're ready for it. Play action.
Pick it again.
Pick it. Rolls out right.
Matt Crosby gets
Going
blocked.
deep.
Open man! KJ Hamler!
5
Less
seconds.
than a minute to go. No timeouts. They are in the red zone.
Pick it. Roll up. End zone.
Touchdown!
Touchdown! And the Steelers say, we only need a minute. They drive down the field like that and tie the game up with 40 seconds. Kenny Pickett has led a legacy drive to possibly send the game to overtime. I don't know that the Steelers or the Raiders have 3 timeouts.
11 people have just showed up into the stream, and the first thing they see is KJ Hamler get a catch, and then Romeo Doubs get the catch, and now 16-16 is your score. 40 seconds to go. Can Josh Dobbs and the Raiders drive down and get a field goal with 3 timeouts?
And he's taking it out.
The return by Amir Abdullah.
And he
not
gets
gonna go
stopped
far.
quick. I don't know why he's showing us Josh Jacobs. He's not going to get the ball once this drive. Alright, here we go. Are they going to take it to overtime or are they going to go for the deep shot? Looking like they're going for the deep shot. They have 3 receivers on the bottom. Josh Dobbs has time, rolls out. Looking out, just throws it away. TJ Watt was breathing down his neck. It's hard to make a good play when you have guys coming at you like that.
Brett says Hail Mary. They don't got to call Hail Mary yet. They can still... They got 30 seconds and 3 timeouts. They have room.
And he gets pressured again. He goes short. There's Josh Jacobs.
3rd and 7. It's like at this
no
point,
timeout.
It's like they're just going to have this head to overtime.
And they're taking it to OT.
And Jacobs on the line.
Imagine he scored. Oh my goodness, that'd be insane. And we got overtime. We have overtime for the first time in league history between the Raiders and the Steelers. And the coin toss is all important to determine who wins this. Let's see.
And the Raiders have won the toss.
Now the Steelers need to get a stop. Their defense has been cooking up all game long. Can they keep it up?
What a touchdown by Romeo Doubs earlier in the game, and now, well, just to tie up the game, a very injured Pittsburgh team showed up when it mattered there in the last few minutes, but now the Raiders
need to stop Josh Jacobs again.
Josh Jacobs will get 2
139 yards.
Josh Jacobs has pretty much been one of the only bright points on this Raiders offense. Dobbs has not been great, but Devontae Adams...
And there's Tay. Tay has over 100 yards this game. He's been solid.
119 to be exact.
And they're running the double Saxion with the receivers. This is where I feel like Dobbs would throw a pick.
And
badly he goes backwards.
Ball.
That's the kind of formation where Dobbs has to make a good decision, and I don't know if he can do that. Same formation again. This time they're covering it with 2 guys on the right side, top of your screen.
And
Dobbs looking
open
over
man.
the top, caught Dawson Knox. He's been having a solid game himself.
Obviously, if the Raiders do score a touchdown here, the Steelers won't even get an opportunity.
Put their fullback in motion. We've seen this formation a good amount of times this game. And there's Josh Jacobs. He gets met at the line, though. He's not going anywhere.
10, now 2nd and 10. About 4 minutes left in OT.
Here's the pass right now, Dobbs. Has time, rolls out. Cam Hayward's right behind him. He just throws it.
Incomplete.
Incomplete.
3rd and 10 now. Obviously,
can the Steelers get a stop?
If the Steelers get a stop here and the Raiders score nothing, Pittsburgh can just take a field goal.
I almost think that Carlson can make this kick. I don't know. There's Dobbs. He's running. First down. He does it on his own. The astronaut turns into a runner.
Obviously, he had the touchdown earlier, and now a crucial first down. Dobbs
Very
now
good.
going
Dobbs
to throw again.
passing. Over the middle. Hunter Renfro caught. First down. And they're running empty backfield now. I think it's 5 wide. I don't know. Dobbs looking.
Throw. Down.
Over the top. Caught! Davante Adams caught game! And the Raiders win it in overtime! Davante Adams!
Adams calls game.
And the Steelers' undefeated season is gone.
Cameron Bynum.
A very depleted Steelers team shows fight but loses in a great game as Davante Adams burns them.
Game.
And we need to check up on those Steelers players, see how hurt they are.
Yeah, we do indeed.
That
is the final score in Vegas, 16-22. What a game. If you are Pittsburgh, obviously not the way you wanted it to go, but a very injured team as well. So, I mean, as long as you went to OT in a situation where a lot of your team was hurt, I think you get a pass for the most part. Not a touchdown for Josh Jacobs, but, I mean, an amazing game. Davante Adams and Dawson Knox showed out. Romeo Doubs had a great catch. I'm actually going to take you through that entire Steelers drive here. Amazing 4-play drive. So they started off here, and KJ Hamler with a great catch gets them there. They incomplete right there, and then now on 2nd and 10, clock is stopped, so they get some time to breathe here and kind of change up the play with no pressure, and just I don't know what's going on here with this defense. Marcus Peters starts to go up, and there's just no one on KJ Hamler. So he finds the open space, and then right here, find number 87 on the far left there, cuts inside, and Kenny Pickett steps up in the pocket and just delivers a dart right to Romeo Doubs for the touchdown that would tie it up and bring it to OT. But right here on a crucial 3rd down, Josh Dobbs would do what he did earlier in the game and run when it matters. And then right here would end it on the 19-yard touchdown to Davante Adams. As we'll take you right back here. Cameron Bynum on the coverage.
Just gets burned.
Dobbs sees it, and he gives it to Tay. And the Raiders win this one.
That was
a lot
crazy game.
Of questions, as we're probably about to see 4 new injuries.
4 new injuries. Yikes.
James Daniels is out for 4 weeks. Isaac
Warren's out for 7. He tore his hamstring.
Alex Highsmith is out for 4 weeks. Calvin Austin is out for 2 more weeks. And Jalen Warren is out for 7 weeks. So a lot of injuries now onto the Steelers team. The Steelers are going to need to find a backup running back to replace Jalen Warren while he's gone. And, I mean, when you look at the options that are out there, doesn't look promising. I mean, you got some, interesting young ones. I mean, Benjamin, Amari DiMercato, Wangwu, I guess, like, definitely a lot of interesting situations here. So that will all go into the injury report as now we head into week 4, where the next game that we'll be watching, the final game of the New Year's special, unless we change it to 4, which I really don't think we will be. It will be the where is it? The Rams and Colts game. And as you can see, the Texans are 0-3. So this should be fun to look at the schedule.
Dang.
Well,
ask more to lose.
That's not the best way to start this off. It's against hype. The Colts get destroyed. Tennessee and Cleveland have a good game. Atlanta picks up another win with Desmond Ridder. Because as we said, as it was reported, Desmond Ridder did get the start. And Green Bay destroys New Orleans. And Jacksonville has a good game. And Denver pulls out a win. Alright, this guy wants to see Love stats on stream, so let's look. I mean, better than last week. 3 touchdowns by Saquon. Deontay Johnson had a good game. And from what it looks like here, the Packers just went on a 21 streak. Where were we? Chargers, we watched that game. The Patriots lose. Against the Jets, as this guy wants to see Desmond Ridder's stats. This is the Packers game again. There they are. Ridder. I mean, you won the game.
Check rushing. Let's see how Bijan did.
Yeah, Bijan had... Oh no. Desmond Ridder masterclass. on the ground. Where were we on this? Buffalo and Washington, and Carolina gets another win.
This time over the Seahawks, who are 0-3.
Yeah. The Giants and Seahawks are now both 0-3. The Bears...
Yikes.
I mean, it's against the Chiefs, so I'll give them some slack, but still not ideal. And Philly loses 21-24. The Buccaneers pick up a win, and the Rams take an L to the Bengals. 17-38. And I mean, right there, definitely some interesting ones I want to look at. Like the Denver game. Wow.
It came all the way back.
A 21 points unanswered. Russ had 2 picks, but it didn't matter in the end. Jaleel McLaughlin, Tim Patrick had 2 touchdowns. Shout out Tim Patrick. One game I want to look at. I want to look at the Houston game. What has been going wrong in Houston? And 21 points by the Jaguars in the fourth quarter. Like, what is going wrong? C.J. Stroud, again, not having a great game. Austin Eckler didn't do great. Zay Jones, like, what is going wrong with... And there's Antonio Brown. What is going wrong with this team? Isaiah Simmons had 7 tackles, like, four Texans with 7 tackles. Like, what is going wrong with this Texans team?
Jamar Chase almost got ejected.
Just not a lot happening for this Houston team. Like, just not... How'd Tank Dell do? And now we're going to go to the Patriots game. Only losing by 3 to the Jets. It looks like Bailey Zappi stepped in for a play. Mac Jones, 20 for 33, had 289 yards, a touchdown, and an interception.
Hey, what's the Raiders' record?
The Raiders' record, they are now 2-1.
Oops.
What did you just drop? But that is week 3. We have one more game to watch, which is week 4. And as I said already, I'll say it again in case you missed it. It is the game of the Rams and the Colts. I think that's what we're still watching, right? SNL?
Yeah.
I mean, the other option is Seahawks and Giants, but they're both losers. So I don't know if we want to really watch that. So, that is the game. And now, we'll end this stream, and again, we'll take a little intermission, and we'll go right into Week 4's game of Rams and then the Colts. And then we will head on to simming to Week 5, and that will be it.